Uh, Welcome everyone. So just for those of you who weren't here for the first session where we covered some of the foundations, take a moment and establish your sitting posture. Ideally, you want to have your hips at least as high as your knees. So if you're sitting on the floor, it might mean elevating your hips by sitting on cushions and or folded up blankets or moving over to a chair or a couch. That will help keep your spine straight and your back more comfortable. And that said, you want to make sure your spine is straight so you're not slouching. That's because we're working with the vital energy, and your spine is one of the main channels that energy flows. So you want to have it nice and taut, open. And whether you're sitting on the floor or on a chair or a couch, see if you can get your feet to touch or ankles to touch, basically having your legs crossed or your feet crossed. That also keeps the energy channel closed. All right, so today I want to introduce folks to the alternate nostril breathing practice. So it turns out that the virus isn't the only invisible thing in our world. We also have what we call prana, or vital energy, and the breath is one of the main sources of that prana. And it flows through two main channels, well, thousands of channels, but two of the main channels run alongside the spine to the right and the left, and they're connected to the right and left nostrils, which in turn are connected to the right and left hemispheres of the brain. So by alternating the breath between the nostrils, we're actually balancing the flow of that prana between those two main channels and integrating them so they flow more through the central spine area. And we're also balancing the functions of the right and left hemispheres of our brain. Okay, so that's a little bit of the theory. And what I want to do now is to move into the practice. Okay, so to prepare, we want to get our hands situated. So take your left hand, bring it into the chin mudra. So kind of like last week, the A-OK sign, the tip of your index and thumb fingers touching. The other three fingers are extended out. And this hand is just going to sit facing up, the palm facing up, and it's just going to rest on your left knee. So that's the left hand. The right hand is going to be in what we call the Vishnu mudra. The best way I know how to explain to bring your hand into the Vishnu mudra is open your hand all the way, all 5 fingers straight out, and then just take the index and the middle fingers and fold them into the palm. So essentially they're out of the way. And that leaves your thumb, ring finger, and pinky fingers extended out. Those are the fingers we're going to use to seal our nostrils. So we'll use the thumb to seal the right nostril and the ring and pinky to seal the left. Okay? But for now, just keep the hand ready and just rest it on the knee. I'm going to walk you through the practice, and what it's going to involve is inhaling through the left, count of 4, and then we're going to close both nostrils to hold the breath. We'll keep it very short today since we're just getting our, used to the practice. And then we lift the thumb, exhale right, count of 8, inhale, same side, count of 4, retain the breath, and then exhale again on the left, this time, count of 8. So that's one round, starting on the left, ending on the left. You don't have to think about the counts too much. I will be counting. If at any point you're struggling or straining, you can let go of my count. So you don't want to be straining too much. And just, pause, take a couple deep breaths, come back into the practice if you're ready, or follow a more rapid count if that's what you need to do to get used to it. All right. So again, spine is straight. And for this, it's helpful to close your eyes. You might want to keep it open initially to see what's going on, but then keeping your eyes closed, that will actually help with the practice. Keep your mental focus as well as slow down the breath. All right, so we're going to lead in by taking a few deep breaths. So those of you who remember the abdominal breath and even the full yogic breath, we're going to go for that. So just a brief review: inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly comes in. And if you're taking it to the full yogic breath, inhale, belly expands. Rib cage and chest expand. So you're using your full lungs. Exhale, belly, rib cage, and chest soften. Okay, so let's just take a couple of those deep breaths. Inhale, belly expands. Rib cage, chest expand. Exhale, belly, rib cage, and chest come in. Inhale, expanding, filling your whole lung capacity. And exhale. Good. And now inhale, full lung capacity. And exhale. Good. We're going to get ready now. Go ahead and seal off the right nostril with your thumb. Okay, and then inhale, expanding your belly, count of 4, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, and close both nostrils. Bring the ring and pinky finger up, sealing off both nostrils. We're not going to hold very long. Go ahead and lift the thumb, exhaling, count of 8, Om 7, Om 6, Om 5, Om 4, 3, Om 2, Om 1. Inhale, same side, through the right, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. And now close both nostrils, sealing it off with the thumb. If you keep your focus between the eyebrows, that'll help. And exhale left, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8. Inhale left, expanding the belly, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, closing both nostrils, holding the breath. And now exhale right, lifting the thumb, Om 1, 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8. Inhale, expand the belly, 2, Om 3, Om 4, and seal both nostrils. So if you're comfortable, keep your eyes closed. That will help steady the breath and the mind. Exhale left, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8. Inhale left, expanding the belly, Om 2, 3, Om 4, and close both nostrils to retain the breath, keeping your focus right between the eyebrows, eyes closed if you're comfortable. Good. And now lift your thumb, exhale, 1, Om 2, Om 3, 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8. Inhale right, Om 1, 2, Om 3, Om 4, and close to retain. Exhale left, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8. Inhale left, 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, and now seal both nostrils, retaining, keeping your focus right between the eyebrows. Be sure you don't strain. All right, now lift your thumb. Exhale right, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8. Inhale right, Om 1, 2, Om 3, Om 4, and close to retain. Keeping focused. Yes, and exhale left, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8. Inhale left, 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, and seal to retain the breath. Exhale right, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8. Inhale right, 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, and seal to retain. During retention, just keeping focus right between the eyebrow. While you inhale and exhale, you can keep your focus on the flow of the breath. And exhale left, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8. Inhale left, Om 1, 2, Om 3, Om 4. Retain, sealing off both nostrils. Exhale right. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8. Inhale right. 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, and seal to retain. Exhale left. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5, Om 6, Om 7, Om 8. And now just release your hand to the knee. Keep your eyes closed so that hand can come into Chin Mudra, same as the left. Tip of the index and thumb fingers touching. And just keep your awareness on your breath. You may take a couple of deep breaths initially. Inhaling count of 4 or 3 and then exhaling twice as long. So you maintain a rhythm. And those of you who have the space and want to transition your body into the corpse position, please go ahead and do that. So you're lying on your back with your legs and arms about 45 degrees or 30 degrees away from your torso. Eyes are closed and just relaxing. So it's very important to relax, even if it's sitting, ideally lying down on your back. For at least a minute after you do this practice, because we're working at the subtle energy level. So we want to allow the integration to happen, kind of like steeping tea. You want to leave the tea bag in there for a while. So just being present to the breath for about a minute. And again, if you want to take a couple deep breaths and then allow those deep breaths to bring some relaxation. And as you relax more, the breath itself will become more subtle, and then you can just allow it to be a natural, subtle breath, but still maintain awareness of the breath. Just let your mind notice the experience of breathing as you lie or sit still for a moment. So gently expand your awareness into the whole body. Deepen your breath and expand your awareness to your surroundings, maybe the different sounds, or just knowing that there's an external environment. And wiggle your toes and fingers. Just wake up the body again. So wonderful. So this was the alternate nostril breathing practice, also known as Analoma Viloma. So again, I invite you to practice during your day, perhaps when you first wake up or right before you go to bed. And then we'll build on it. We'll increase our the retention. This is a practice that helps calm the mind, balance the prana, and many other benefits.